The sea is not empty. It never was. Before maps existed, before ships had names, before men learned to write history, the sea was already watching. Not as water, not as wind, but as something older, something that remembers. This is the Dead Sea. There were times when fishermen sailed without fear. They trusted the tides. They trusted the sun. They believed tomorrow was promised. They went out at dawn, nets heavy with hope, and returned by dusk with stories that ended happily. Then the stories began to change. Man believed the sea is a path, a passage, a distance between two lands. They are wrong. The sea is not a road. It is a witness. Every sail that cuts through it, every keel that breaks its surface, leaves behind a memory, and memories do not fade. The sea has taken many men and erased the history, and also changed the paths. Maps has changed many times, but not the arrogance of the sea.
In the merry month of June, from my home I started, left the girls of tune, but nearly broken-hearted, saluted father dear. Kiss me, darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother. Home to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut the stout black horn to vanish, ghost and gobble his brand new pair of brogues, rattling all the bogs, frightening all the dogs, on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn down the rocky road.
Welcome to Fateport. This port may seem very silent, but it wasn't always so. The people here are very different, each with their own beliefs and culture. Some trust the sea as a friend, while others fear it as a curse. In Fateport, every face carries a story, and every silence hides a truth. While sailors spent their wages before returning to the sea. To most, this market meant business. To some, it meant survival. From within the crowd, a small boy watched quietly. His clothes were worn, his face sharp with hunger. He did not beg, he waited. When the bread seller turned away for a moment, the boy moved. A hand reached out, a loaf was taken, and before anyone could react, the boy vanished into the crowd, disappearing between traders and travelers as if he had never been there. The market continued. It always did. The crowd did not notice. The market did not stop.
新鲜的鱼，刚到的。
Among the many faces of Fateport, one man was watching. Charles did not see a thief. He saw a survivor. The next day, the boy returned, but hunger teaches quickly. This time, his eyes were not on bread. They were on a small leather coin pouch. This man was not careless. As the boy reached for the pouch, a hand closed around his wrist. Without raising his voice, the man pulled the boy away from the crowd, not towards punishment. The man did not raise his voice. He did not call for gods. Instead, he slowly reached into his coat. Steel caught the light. A small flintlock pistol was drawn and pointed toward the boy. Not in anger, not... "What is your name?"
he asked. The boy hesitated, then spoke. "My name is James," he said. "James Tide." The man studied him for a moment. "Why do you live like this?" The boy lowered his eyes. "I was left on the streets of Fateport," he replied. "I have no one, no food, no coin." "Hunger leaves no choice," the boy said quietly. The man looked away. He had seen many boys like this before. Most did not survive long. After a moment, he made a decision. "I have a ship," the man said. "I can give you food. I can give you coin." The boy looked up, not with hope, with disbelief. "Will you work?" the man asked. The boy held out his hand. The boy took it.
The sea does not raise heroes, it tests them. The sea became his home, the deck became his ground. He learned when to move and when to wait. He learned that strength is not shown by force, but by balance. This is James Tide, not born to the sea, but shaped by it. As when two men have survived storms together, they do not need many words. Charles smiles. James smiles back. The sea does not rush its answers. It allows men to move forward just enough to believe they are in control. As the ship moves farther from Fateport, the wind weakens and the water grows strangely calm, not peaceful, waiting. James Tide watches the horizon carefully. To him, the sea feels unfamiliar, not dangerous, but observant. Captain Charles knows this feeling. It is the silence that comes before questions begin. Maps are unrolled, charts are studied. A wide stretch of sea remains unnamed, unmarked, ignored. Routes like these are not erased because they are false. They are erased because they refuse to behave. Ships that sail here do not sink, they do not break, they simply fail to return with answers. The crew listens as Charles explains. This route is shorter, faster. Whoever understands it controls trade, power, and passage. But the sea does not give shortcuts freely. James understands now. This journey is not about courage, it is about awareness. Compasses fail, stars no longer agree, and slowly, quietly, the ship realizes it did not choose this path, the sea did. Some journeys do not begin with storms, they begin with calm. And by the time men ask where they are going, the question has already been answered. James grips the wheel, calm, focused, not afraid. The ship continues forward, and the sea watches.